was getting really bad backs and stuff, and my mum was like, oh, you're not being yourself, because whenever I would come in from work, I would just like go straight to bed and stuff. It just felt like ridiculously tired. So I went there and they checked my blood pressure and my weight and stuff, and he said, oh, it's your weight. And I went, oh my God, I'm not overweight, am I? And he went, no. And then I went, oh, and he went, you're obese. And I was like, oh my God, what? And like, then he showed me like my BMI, and it was like a dark red colour, and I was like, well, that's not good. But what was hard for me was going home and explaining to my mum and dad, like, why I had to go to the doctors and what was wrong with me. And they tested me for diabetes type 2 because they said I could be pre-diabetic, which is, I was like, oh my God, I'm 25, like I don't understand how I've got to this. And
so before the first DVD, which has been a massive, massive success,
of course,
you didn't really have fitness in your life at all, did you?
Nothing at all. No, I didn't even. I hadn't walked in a gym or done any form of workout in about 3 years since I'd been on Geordie Shore. So it'd been a long time.
And did you find it easy to get in? Sorry.
I just got in a rut. I just got in a rut of like, I didn't feel like I needed to go. I know I had a boyfriend, I was in love, and I felt, you know, when you get in that comfortable stage, I didn't feel like I needed to change at all.
What made you want to lose weight? How unhappy were you with your weight?
I was always battling with my weight. It's always been a problem of mine. Ever since I was in primary school, I was the chubby one, and then I went into secondary school and I put on more weight. So it was always a demon of mine that I had to battle. So in 2015, actually, I was on tour with Blue. I'd just done an 18-day tour, and I could really feel how unfit I was on the stage, how unhealthy I was. I felt groggy. I couldn't move the way I wanted to move. And I remember walking off the stage after one show.
With them,
no, I was
dancing?
Their supporting act.
Supporting act, right?
Yeah. And I remember coming off the stage, I was going into my dressing room and just crying my eyes out, thinking, I feel disgusting. I don't feel right. I feel unhealthy. I'm out of breath. I feel.
And did you know why? I mean,
I definitely knew why.
And you were eating the wrong things, doing the wrong things, and hating yourself for it.
Eating excessively as well, and you know, trying these fad diets, which I'd lose some weight, but then in turn I'd put on double the amount of weight that I'd lost. So it was just like a snowball effect, and by that time I was the heaviest I'd ever been. The heaviest I ever got was 15.5 stone.
You guys were known, you know, sort of big guys, big bikes, big food, all of that sort of thing. So why change?
Well, because we were really fat.
Yeah, I think fundamentally the medical profession applied the term morbidly obese, which kind of, you know, if you...
Scary.
Yeah, it is, but I mean, you know, when you find yourself, I was borderline type 2 diabetic on statins for cholesterol and blood pressure tablets, and it's kind of like, if the prescription for that is shedding the weight, oh, I'm overweight and I'm never going to be a skinny mini, but at least I'm not going to pop me clogs in 10 years,
though, weren't you?
I was, yeah, I was very poorly, and it's interesting because you just kind of, I think part of the success about the books is that nobody lives in a bubble. Life gets in the way, so if you have a propensity to put weight on, you do. And I had a brain aneurysm, and I couldn't do anything. So during the rehabilitation, the weight piled on again. So, and I just thought, I need to do something about it, and hence the book.
And was it hard to get into a routine of going? Because I think that's, you know, it's January, everybody's feeling a bit like sluggish after Christmas.
It is. It's hard, but people say, isn't it, after the first 21 days or something, if you've kept it up till then that's it. You're addicted, you're into it, there's no going back.
So I thought, right, I've had to deal with this my whole life. You know, I feel like now I need to just nip it in the bud. I need to get
How old are you now?
I'm 26.
Right, gosh, yeah, very young,
Yeah. So I finally decided to take some drastic action, and I decided to opt for a gastric band, which is what I went and got done in April 2015. And for me, it was the best thing that I've ever done.
You said you would never do a diet book.
I know. I was...
Why this one? What changed your mind?
Well, what happened was I decided to lose weight for me. Everything I tried previously didn't work. I tried the Slimming Worlds, all those sort of things. It didn't work for me. And probably because I wasn't being honest or dedicated to myself. And then I kind of took myself out of the sort of limelight, and then I was on holiday in Singapore, and I put a picture on Twitter of me celebrating, like, Chinese New Year. Next thing, I'm on the cover of every single magazine, infiltrated, like, how have you done it? And I just did it for me, and I was patient, and I had to realise all the mistakes I'd made year after year, and it is down to consumption.
Another guy who thought there was something wrong with him, didn't he?
He went to the doctor because he was losing weight.
Oh.
And he went to the doctor and he said, listen, there's something wrong, I'm losing weight. He says, well, you look all right. So we went, and he hadn't said anything to his wife, so he went back to his wife and said, listen, I don't think I'm very well. I'm losing weight. And they said, you daft flamer, I've put you on a diet. Then they should put him on the hairy biter's diet. So
and not told him.
And not told him, and he hadn't noticed any difference in food because he's not eating diet food. He's eating great.
I think at the time
he was losing stone.
We'd written a recipe for like a diet doner kebab, so he'd come home from work and have his diet doner and a bit of curry. But he cut his calorie intake, you know, by half.
How much weight have you lost?
5.5 stone.
Congratulations.
Wow.
Thank you.
That is a staggering amount. And how long?
It is. It's been about a year and 6 months.
A year and 6 months.
Yeah.
Like, I'd just say to anyone, like, who's starting out, like, just focus on the positives. Like, just think it can't get any higher. If I put the work in, then it's going to go low, because it is hard. Like, anyone who says it's easy is lying. But when you can have something that's fun, like, that's only like an hour out of my day. I hate gyms. Like, I feel really intimidated by gyms, and everyone knows how much I like being in my front room. So to be able to like do something alongside, like, I can do it with my mum, like I do it with my boyfriend. Like,
well, your boyfriend says you're like an iPhone.
Yeah. Yeah, he does say that, because like obviously he was with me like when I was at my biggest, and he was like, oh, you're just like an iPhone, like you're all the same on the inside, but I keep sort of getting an upgrade every now and then, like you've got added features. I was like, thanks, I think, Lou.